हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। तो आज हम लोग शुरू करने वाले हैं सिक्योरिटी मार्केट इन इंडिया। तो देख लीजिए डेफिनेशन। द सेगमेंट ऑफ अ फाइनेंशियल मार्केट ऑफ एन इकोनॉमी फ्रॉम लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल इज रेज्ड बाय अ इंस्ट्रूमेंट सच एज शेयर्स, सिक्योरिटीज, bonds, debentures and mutual funds is known as the security market of that economy. Okay. Security market has components such as security regulator, that is SEBI in India, stock exchange, different share indices, brokers, FII and jobbers. There are different kinds of transactions which take place in security markets such as badla, reverse badla, future trading, insider trading not allowed, and private placement. Let's talk about the types. Primary and secondary markets. Every security market has two complementary markets, primary and secondary. The market in which the instrument of security market are traded or procured directly between the capital raiser and the instrument purchaser is known as the primary market. For example, shares being directly purchased by anybody from the issuer, which may be the company itself. The person is known as the primary shareholder. The market where the instrument of security market are traded among the primary instrument holder is known as the secondary market. Such transaction need an institutionalized floor for their trading, which is made available by stock exchange. Okay. Stock exchange. It is a physically existing institutionalized setup where instruments of security stock market like shares, bonds, debentures, security, etc. are traded. It serves the following major functions: makes a floor available to buyers and sellers of stocks where liquidity comes to the stocks. It is the single most important institutions in the secondary market for securities. Makes available the price of trading as an important piece of information to the investor. By following institutionalized rules and procedures, it ensures that participants in the stock market live up to their commitments. Passes updated information to the enlisted companies about their present stockholders so that they can pass on dividends, etc. to them. By publishing its index, it fulfills the purpose of projecting the moods of stock market. The world's first stock exchange was established in Antwerp, Belgium, then part of the Netherlands, and in 1631 the London Stock Exchange opened in 1773, and then Philadelphia Stock Exchange, first in New World, opened in 1790, and the first stock exchange in India, the Bombay Stock Exchange, known as the Native Shares and Stock Brokers Association, was set up in 1870 under a tree. As per the latest information, presently, there are a total number of 7 national stock exchanges operating in India: Bombay Stock Exchange Limited, BSE, National Stock Exchange of India Limited, NSE, and Calcutta Stock Exchange India, Commodity Exchange Limited, Metropolitan Stock Exchange of India Limited, Multi Commodity Exchange of India Limited, and National Commodity and Derivatives Exchange Limited. A brief account of National Labour Stock Exchange is given below. First of all, we will talk about the National Stock Exchange. The National Stock Exchange of India Limited, NSE, was set up in 1992 and became operationalized in 1994. The sponsors of the exchange are financial institutions, including the IDBI, LIC, GIC, and IDBI as its promoter. It has a 50 share index and 500 share index known as S&P, CNX 50, Nifty 50, and S&P CNX 500 respectively. The new Nifty 100 ESG index was launched by the exchange in 2022-23 to reflect the performance of companies within Nifty 100 index based on environment, social and governance risk score. What is OTCEI? Though the Over the Counter Exchange of India Limited, Over the Counter Exchange of India Limited was set up in 1989. It could commence trading only in 1992. India's first fully computerized stock exchange was promoted by the UTI, ICICI, SBI, CAP, among other. In order to overcome problems such as the lack of transparency, delays in settlements prevalent in the older stock exchange, another important goal of the exchange was to allow stock market exposure to comparatively smaller companies with paid up capital from 30 lakhs to 25 crores. Trading in this exchange takes place by a market makers and commission is fixed. Let's talk about the ISE. The Interconnected Stock Exchange of India is basically a single floor of India's 15 regional stock exchange. Set up in 1998, the RSE were provided increased reach through this. It is a web-based exchange. BSE BSE earlier as a RSE converted into a national one in 2002, the biggest in India. It accounts for almost 75% of total stock traded in India and is the fifth largest in the world. On the basis of market capitalization, there are at present four indices connected with the BSE. Sensex, the sensitive index, is a 30 stock index of BSE which was enlarged to include 50 stocks in 2000 but soon was cut down in the original level. This index represents the Indian stock market, BSE 200. This is the 200 stock share index of BSE, including 30 stocks of the Sensex, which has its dollar version too, the Dolex. BSE 500. In mid 1999, BSE came up with a 500 stock index representing major industries and many subsector of the economy with information technology getting a significant weightage. National Index, an index of 100 stock being quoted nationwide, Bombay, Delhi, Kolkata, was developed to give broader and wider representation of the stock market. Since the Sensex consists of 30 stocks, 30 stocks of the Sensex are included in the national index. This index is computed by the Statistic Department of BSE, hence it is called the BSE National Index. Let's talk about the SEBI, the regulator of Indian stock market. It was set up under the Security and Exchange Board of India Act 1992 as on statutory body set up in 12th April 1990 throughout the government resolution in effort to give the Indian stock market an organized structure. With its head office in Mumbai, its initial paid up capital 50 crore provided by the promoters like IDBI, IFCI and ICICI. The board of SEBI comprises 9 members including the chairman, one member each from the Ministry of the Finance and Law, one member from the RBI and two other members appointed by the central government. It has 4 full-time members excluding the chairman. Main function and power of the board as per the SEBI 1992. Registering and stock exchanges, merchant bank, mutual funds under writers, registrars to the issues, broker, sub-broker, transfer agents and many more. Levying various fees and other charges as as 1% of issue amount of every company issuing share is kept why it as caution money in the concerned stock exchange where the company is enlisted. Promoting investor education, inspection and audit of stock exchange and various intermediaries, performing other concerned function as may be prescribed from time to time. And this is done for the today. We will talk about the next thing tomorrow. Thank you so much. Keep watching my videos.